Hey everyone, just a quick update before getting into the video. The channel has reached over 5,000 subscribers, and I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for supporting the channel, whether you're a long-time subscriber or new to the channel. It's really awesome to see just how far the channel has come since I first started it. 5,000 subscribers is, maybe still a small channel in comparison to, a lot of what's out there, but it's really awesome to see this channel continue to grow, and I'm going to keep the content coming. So I'm glad that the videos have made an impact on quite a lot of you, that you enjoy the content and the videos, and it's really awesome to be able to share salamanders with everyone, right? So I'm happy doing this, and I'm glad you all enjoy. And just touching on channel memberships real quick, I actually just made a post about that recently. So there are now paid memberships for the channel. You'll get early access to videos, member shoutouts as well, and some other minor perks, so definitely check those out if you are interested. It's totally optional, but they'll go a long way in supporting the channel and helping to expand the type of content that will appear on the channel in the future as well. So with all that said, I plan on keeping this channel pretty humble. I don't believe in locking information behind a paywall. So I won't be gatekeeping, salamander information such as care guides and builds and things like that behind a paywall. Maybe in the future I could find some sort of exclusive content, because if you're going to pay for something, I do recognize that you should also get your money's worth for sure, right? But I'm nowhere near that. The whole point is that I've been able to share salamanders to their fullest with everyone, and I'm going to continue to do exactly that. So whatever you choose to do, if you want to become a member, again, it is totally appreciated. If not, that's totally cool too. Let's keep exploring the salamander wilds together, and let's get into the rest of the video. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the salamander wilds, and this time we'll be looking at the Alpine Newt. The Alpine Newt is made up of a few different subspecies, all of which are very similar in appearance, and depending on the subspecies, depends on where they can be found in the wild. Seemingly, the most commonly kept subspecies are the ones shown here, and we can also see the differences between these subspecies here as well. The Alpestris subspecies is lacking a spotted throat, while the next, Apuana or Apuana, has a spotted throat, and then Sirene is characterized by having a rounded head and larger body. The alpines that I have spotted throats, so that makes them the ones shown here that I just highlighted, Apuana or Apuana. I am butchering the pronunciation of these scientific names. I am sure someone will correct me, but that's my best shot there. What's really important to note here is that while they all have similar requirements in captivity, certain subspecies do behave differently. Some appear to be more terrestrial than others, so that has to be taken into account when keeping this species. In particular, the subspecies that I have, Apuana, these are native to northern Italy. And let's just take a little bit of a deeper look at the native range and some other details about this species. And here on the IUCN Red List, we get a really good snapshot of this species. We get to see its current conservation status, which is least concern, and this was last assessed in February of 2023, so not too long ago, which is really good as well. But just like most other amphibians, the trend is decreasing. Their populations are going down, unfortunately. But here we do get to see the overall range where this species occurs. And we get to see parts of France, Germany, and as mentioned earlier, Italy, and this is all dependent on the subspecies that occurs in those areas respectively. And as noted here, its habitat consists of areas that have some sort of bodies of water. It's a mostly aquatic species that can be found in forests, but will use even vernal pools. They definitely try to avoid bodies of water that have fish in them, so they will go out of their way to avoid those. And all of this information, especially about its habitat, should translate to captivity. If your alpine newts are mostly aquatic, that's the setup you're going to want to go for. But if you have a subspecies that is mostly terrestrial, you'll have to take account of that as well. And the coloration on these are super, super cool. We can see that there is a blend of different colors going on. Some brown blotches and some grays and even some slate or even grayish blue coloration going on with the tail. And then all of that with this striking contrast of bright orange on the belly, which of course, and being a member of the family Salamanderidae, this newt is poisonous. Males and females in the species can be distinguished quite easily from one another. Males have enlarged cloacas, especially during breeding season. Males also develop a low crest during breeding season as well. And so, as it stands, I'm keeping my alpine newts totally aquatic. Current setup is bare bottom with Java moss, spider wood for a very small land portion that they utilize every so often, and a sponge filter. Not an extravagant setup at all, but it more than gets the job done. Eventually I'll get something a little more visually pleasing for them and do a video on that at a later point. And as such, they're eating the typical newt and salamander foods that aquatic species would normally go for. Bloodworms, earthworms, frozen brine shrimp, and of course I'll be doing a care guide on the species at a later time as well. This is a fairly commonly kept species at this point, and the approach to keeping these alpine newts is pretty similar to most other commonly kept species also. They're pretty active, they know who their owners are, they know where their food comes from, they're very attentive, and the personalities on these little guys definitely shines through. So with that, I'll wrap up the video here. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, share, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this species. Is this a species that you've just learned about for the very first time? And if not, let me know what your experience has been with the alpine newt. And of course, please subscribe, your support is very much appreciated. We're nearing 5,000 subscribers on the channel, and I gotta say, that is super exciting to see the channel continue to grow. And so until next time everyone, stay curious and journey into the salamander wilds.